you Good night. Good night, good night, good night. Blessings to all. And a blessed Monday night. Welcome on this another Monday, September 8, 2025, for the All Over It podcast, episode 19. About to hit 20. That's cool. Remember when I had hit 10? Yeah. Consistency. But yeah, welcome. As usual, I have to thank everyone for joining. I appreciate you for taking the time out. And of course, as you know, I can always make it worth your while. I can always come with something good. Yeah. Every week, you come with good thing. Yeah. But yeah, thanks as per usual. Love alone. Sending love and blessings. As usual, anybody who here watching, send a little comment so you could leave me know that you're here and I gotta shout you out for sure. So I gotta shout out my dear mother. Yeah. Big up yourself one time. Mary Williams in the place. Yeah. That mean all of us senior there listening too. Big up yourself one time. Yeah. Big up yourself one time, my brother. Our roots in the building. Yeah. Yeah, Joe. Appreciate the love and support. And yeah. My boy Ray comes in the building. I got like you had some good questions last week. You know, come with some good questions. I gotta rate you on that. But yeah, appreciate you for joining. And yeah. Good things alone. Coming with good things. But yeah, we growing. So I have to say thank you for the new viewers and the new subscribers. Thank you for taking the time out, and thank you for joining the community, being part of the growing, love sharing, financial and empowerment community we call All Over It Podcast. Yeah. That's what it's about. Growth, love, growing the wealth, growing our personal positivity, and just growing in all different aspects of life. Yeah. But yeah, anybody who hasn't as yet, they like the content, like, subscribe, leave a comment, check back the previous videos, trust and believe, good stuff. If you want, you could see I had an episode where I visited Borneo. I talk about certain things I went and see. I even show visuals. Yeah, man, good things alone. I even bring up Google Earth, show you the geographical destinations and location. Yeah, man. But yeah, we growing. Like and subscribe. Share to anybody that you know need this info. And yeah, just know we growing. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Yeah. I done got like 1,000 and change on Facebook. But still, love to all our Facebook viewers. No this or no lesson, but yeah, love alone to everybody listening to the sound of his voice. You don't know. But yeah, today we back with another episode of the All Over It podcast, another installment of the financial literacy series. Yeah. We do things. Tell you. I really recommend, if you want, you could go back. I had an episode where I touched on multiple different ways that you could invest your money. Invest like smart investors, like the Warren Buffetts and the these big dogs. Yeah. But today we have to talk about gold. We talk about a lot of things now. Talk about a lot of things. Talk about real estate. We talk about business. We talk about trading. We talk about a lot of things. But I'll say I feel like today is my favorite. One of my favorites. I don't know. Maybe I said already, but yeah. Anybody know me? Know I love gold. Straight up. Big up yourself one time, Oliver. Big up yourself one time, Tony Anthony Gomes in the place. Yeah. Oh yeah. Today we're gonna talk about gold. Before I get into that, I don't really have a motivational message. I have a lot of motivational messages lined up, but I have none for today. Yeah. I doing things, man. Tabitha in the place. Yeah. Shout out to Tabitha in the chat. Yeah, look, just know. Tabitha look out for me 1,000% when I was in Miami. That's love. Love and blessings. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support. And yeah, we here with it. Oh yeah. We're gonna talk about gold. Anybody know me? Know I love gold. And you have a lot of ways to get into gold. And I feel like today is the right time to talk about gold because with how crazy gold been going, yeah. We gotta get into it. Remember though, I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just for educational and entertainment purposes. I always recommend everybody do your own due diligence. Anything I talk about here, if you like it, go and check it out yourself. See if it's something that good for you. And if it is, if it's something that resonates or align good with your goals. But yeah, I am not the financial advisor, no. But I have some knowledge in my head and I don't mind sharing it. So today, like I say, no motivational message. But what I want to say is, being as today is International World Literacy Day, I want to say happy World Literacy Day to everybody. And I want to show this lovely image. Yeah, so today I had the honor of being able to read for the grade 4 class. Really, they call them group 6A. Yeah, they might start to get confusing with the name of the classes. But yeah, in my time, they were called as 4th grade. Then 5th grade, then you go 6th grade, and then yeah. So yeah, I went to the Max School, John A. campus. I'm actually an alumni of Max School, but I went to the Browlia F. Millard campus. I went to a different campus, but I was requested to come and read to the students for today, World Literacy Day, and it was really a pleasure. It was very nice. I was welcomed. The students, they was engaging. They had liked the book. I read The Story of the Pony Express by Conrad Stein. And yeah, it was a great experience, a great day, a great vibe for both myself and the students of the class. So this is a nice picture with me and the students after the book reading. Got a book they are holding, and it was a nice day. So just wanted to share that. I don't know if that's motivation for you, but yeah. We doing things, trying to stay on the forefront. Yeah, you know how it is, innovation. But yeah, like I say, it was very nice. Honestly, even reading the story, I felt was, everything connected. I believe in that. I believe everything is connected, and we just have to pay attention to the signs, and we'll see that, yeah, different things align and resonate with things that we experience already. Anyways, reading the Pony Express was talking about the gold rush. They were talking about how when the gold rush happened in the United States, everybody checking they going west, they going California. They even talk about how before the gold rush, it was like 14,000 people in California. After it, they had like over a mil. So people here, what? Gold over there. Shipping out. Pony Express come because people needed to send mail back home. And they had no other option. Well, they had another option, but it was taking too long. So Pony Express, the people checking they out there getting their gold. They gotta send a letter back home to their girl, to their mother, to their father. Yeah. But just to show you from since back then, back when gold has been the thing. Check. But yeah, today, what I going to do is I going start overall, big picture, helicopter view, as some might say. And I'll start by talking about commodities. Then I'll laser in, talk about what is gold. So, we could get a better understanding of what it really is. It ain't just jewelry, it ain't just a brick of gold in your safe, have a lot of different ways you could get into it. So I'll touch on a little bit of history, then how to invest in gold and silver. Yeah, because silver is also a commodity, a rare earth metal that is also sought after. But gold is always the top of the tip of the top of the line. So yeah, like I say, we're gonna start getting into after the history, how to invest in gold and silver, and then yeah, we're gonna talk about gold stocks and ETFs, then buying physical gold if that's something you're interested in. Then I start to wrap up. So back at it. Yeah, me and the kid that. What are commodities, the raw materials driving the global economy? Commodities such as copper, crude oil, natural gas, soybean, and sugar are the raw ingredients that fuel and power the global economy. Think on these things. These is things that you need, all of us need, every single one of us. Look, sugar, everybody use sugar. Gas, natural gas is whether you're making like food or like you say, crude oil. So if you need gas in your car, whether diesel or gasoline, all these things is commodities. These are raw materials, raw earth metals, are raw, yeah, ingredients that feed and power the global economy. Not just St. Martin, not just America, but everywhere. This is something that touches every single person on the face of the globe. Yeah. Commodities are also an investment category traded every day on markets worldwide with implications for every individual and business. So, talking about that, just so you know, I don't know if everybody know you could trade or you could invest in like soybeans. You could invest in like coca, like like chocolate. Like all these things are traded on the stock market. These is commodities. So it ain't just, oh yeah, whatever business out in the world, or it's not just okay, gold and silver and copper and these other metals. No, they have a lot of things. And This is why the prices of these things does fluctuate depending on, let me say, if gas go up or whatever different things, whether war break out or different factors, you know. So all these things are commodities, are investment categories, bottom line, you know, traded every day. It says if you're looking to add commodities to your portfolio, you have several options, including futures contracts, ETFs, exchange traded funds. Commodities and commodity-based investments differ from traditional stocks and bonds in how they trade, the risk they carry, and the forces that influence their prices. Check. So, like I say, commodities are typically raw and unprocessed materials, often mined or pumped out of the ground. In the case of metals, crude oils, and natural gases, are grown on farms such as corn, cotton, pork, soybean, and wheat. Just know, like I say, all these things are things that are traded on the financial markets. You could trade corn, you could trade soybean, you could trade wheat. These is things that you could literally invest in. They have companies that publicly trading on the markets for these things. Understand that? Yeah, big up my boy. Yeah, David Blake. Big up. Shout out my boy in the chat. Yeah, but like you say, war is something that does change these things, you know. For trading purposes, units of a given commodity are typically interchangeable or fungible. One bushel of corn is considered pretty much the same as any other. Try to make a standard base. Also, yeah, I ain't gonna really read this whole thing, but anybody that been here knows anything that I talk about here, you can find in the description on YouTube after the episode has ended. So all of these links I'll share in the description. Anything I talk about will be shared. Bam. You see, yes, even orange juice, anything on the market. So getting into even more into gold specifically. Gold, as you could see, is a chemical element. So for those who familiar with like chemistry and so on, they'll know gold is something on a periodic table. This is like a natural element. So gold with the periodic table symbol, AU, is a chemical element, a dense, lustrous, yellow precious metal of group 11 IB, period 6 of the periodic table of the elements. Gold has several qualities that have made it exceptionally valuable throughout history. It is attractive in color, of course, no, and brightness, durable to the point of virtual indestructibility, meaning you can't break it, you can't mash it up. Yeah, maybe a chain could bust, but you can't like mash up gold. Nah, you could maybe beat it, flatten it, but it's gonna forever stay. You're gonna like break off, you know, it ain't gonna dissipate. Yeah, nah. See, highly malleable and usable, found in nature in comparatively pure forms. The history of gold is unequaled by that of any other metal because of its perceived value from earliest times. So this is another good article if you want to really get more into understanding what it is, properties, occurrences, and uses. A lot of good information here in this article. I read the whole article, good stuff. Sure. But I ain't gonna get into the whole article. Like it say, the history of gold is unequaled by that of any other metal because of its perceived value from earliest times. So what I want to do is touch on a little bit of the history. You check the history of gold. Gold has occupied an unique social status for millennia. It has a long history as a valuable metal, and its history is far from over. I agree. Because when we get to today, are you going to be surprised? From the ancient Egyptians to the modern US Treasury, there are few metals that have had such an influential role in human history as gold. So I just want to say this one thing before I continue. See, like I say, from ancient Egyptians to modern US Treasury. I personally feel like even today, countries, even St. Martin, my country, should invest in gold and have like a gold reserve, because that there too is strengthening the economic value. Let me just say like that. Check. But anyways, another story for another time. Why is gold so important? What inherent value is held by gold? Will gold continue to be valuable in the future? These questions can get answered, but I can just touch on a few of these different times that they spoke about where gold was important. So talk about the ancient civilizations and their love for gold. Human fascination with gold is as old as recorded history. We don't know for sure when the first human picked up a gold nugget and thought, hey, this is pretty cool. However, flakes of gold have been found in Paleolithic caves dating back as far as 40,000 BC. Good. I have more information about that, but I can move on. Egyptians and gold. The first firm evidence we have of human interaction with gold occurred in ancient Egypt around 3000 BC. Gold played an important role in ancient Egypt mythology and was prized by pharaohs and temple priests. It was so important, in fact, that the capstones of the Pyramid of Giza were made from solid gold. Imagine that. Pyramids of Giza, that big, humongous structure. Solid gold is the cornerstone. Capstone. The Egyptians also produced the first known currency exchange ratio, which mandated the correct ratio of gold to silver. One piece of gold is equal to 2.5 parts of silver. Gold. This is since 3000 BC. Gold. This is also the first recorded measurement of value of silver in comparison to gold. The Egyptians also produced gold maps, some of which survive to this day. These gold maps describe where to find gold mines and various gold deposits around the Egyptian kingdom. I'm gonna like, when I read that, I was checking like, but I want to see them maps. As much as the Egyptians loved gold, they never used it as a bartering tool. Instead, most Egyptians used agricultural products like barley as a de facto form of money. The first known civilization to use gold as a form of currency was the Kingdom of Lydia, an ancient civilization centered in Western Turkey. Good. And just read the last three, not the whole thing, and then I'll move on. See, 1870s, gold rush. Anyway, talk about the ancient Greeks. Later on in history, the ancient Greeks viewed gold as a social status symbol and as a form of glory amongst the immortal gods and demigods. Mortal humans could use gold as a sign of wealth, and gold was also a form of currency. Contrary to what you might think, the Olympics tradition of giving out gold medals to victors did not begin until the modern Olympics and has little to do with Greek traditions. Talking about the Bible now. So anybody who is a believer, good. The Bible, gold is also mentioned in the Bible, where Genesis 2:10 to 12 describes the land of Havilah near Eden as a place where good gold can be found. Incans, Aztecs, and numerous other civilizations also used gold prolifically throughout the early history, including it in religious ceremonies and in famous architectural designs. There is one common trend here across all ancient civilizations. Gold is a status symbol used to separate one class from another, from emperors to priests to the elites and upper middle class. Those who held gold also tended to hold power. Good. So I ain't gonna read all of this one. But as it says, in 1792, the United States adopts a gold and silver standard. In 1972, the United States 1792, apologies. The United States Congress made a decision that would change the modern history of gold. Congress passed the Mint and Coinage Act. This act established a fixed price of gold in terms of US dollar. So they give a US dollar to gold fixed price. Gold and silver coins became legal tender. So that's what they use. So like how they have pennies and quarts now, back then it was gold in the United States, as did the Spanish real, a silver coin of the Spanish Empire. So at the time, gold was worth approximately 15 times more than silver. Silver was used for small denomination purchases, while gold was used for large denominations. The US Mint was legally required to buy and sell gold and silver at a rate of 15 parts silver to 1 part gold. As a result, the market rate for gold rarely varied beyond 15.5 to 1 or 16 to 1. I'll move on. In the 1870s, like I was talking about, I read the book today to the students about the Pony Express, which spoke about this, the 1870s gold rush, which specifically had talked about California. It said a number of gold rushes occurred throughout the 1800s, since a single gold nugget could make someone a millionaire. Prospectors rushed to far-flung corners of the planet in search of riches. Notable gold rushes include North Carolina, 1799, California, 1848, Klondike, 1896, and Australia, 1850s onward, which actually me and Joe had a conversation about that today. He was saying that Australia is where they find like the biggest like deposits of gold. Anyways, so yeah, as you can see, also another good read if you want to learn more about the history of gold. And I like what it says, because for me, I believe gold is a good thing. Some people, they have negative connotations as soon as they see you with like, you know, some gold on, they start thinking negatively of you. But back in these times, gold was actually a sign of a good thing. It was like sign of like status, a sign of like you got some type of influential role, you know, you're doing something, bottom line, you know, you have something to offer, you have some type of value. See, Joe said, Australia was known for the biggest nuggets. And yeah, bottom line, how I see it, especially we as, you know, descendants of like these ancient civilizations, I feel like it's understandable and actually makes sense that we actually have a love for gold, because it would stem from our ancestry, let me say something like that, you know. But anyways, moving on, how to invest in gold. Anyways, back to Investopia, how to invest in gold and silver. Actually, this is the article I showed a few weeks ago when I started the financial literacy series. And you know, full circle, it come right back because it's very, very important for today. See, by they say facts. We are kings and queens. We have to act like it. We are descendants of kings and queens, you know. But anyways, how to invest in gold and silver. I ain't gonna read all of this. I don't do so much reading. I know I'm tired of hearing me chat so much already. What I really gonna get into is, if you see the table of content on the side, it really giving you like the different avenues. So as you could see, investing in gold and silver, ETFs, and mutual funds. I'm gonna touch on that for sure. Some of the ETFs, some that I look at, some that, you know, good things to look at. And then we're gonna get into some of the gold mining stocks. So investing in gold and silver mining stocks. Then we gonna move on to and touch a little bit about the futures and options. I do have our slide there for that. Then we're gonna go to investing in the physical forms of gold. So the bullions, which is, you know, like, yeah, the bullions, the coins, the bars they sell, and then yeah, jewelry. So yeah, this is one of the gold bullion, the brick, not brick, sorry, bar, gold bar. So yeah, gold and silver coins and all of that good stuff. So yeah, basically what this article talking about is, if you is somebody that like gold and you want to invest in gold, it's showing you the different ways that you could get into it, whether you want to have actual physical gold, maybe jewelry, but maybe you don't want just jewelry. You could get like the actual like bullions or the physical gold itself. That's something I've been looking into personally. And I have 2 pages here open that I'm gonna share where you could actually buy physical gold. You know, so yeah, we're gonna get into things. But yeah, see, for thousands of years, precious metals like gold and silver has been used as a currency, an investment, and a symbol of wealth. The key points that draw investors to these metals are their long history as a store of value. I want you to remember that key terminology. Store of value, meaning most investors look to gold because they know it's a good place for them to hold the money, or they put it there and they know it ain't going to change, they're going to hold it value. But anyways, getting into things, NASDAQ. So this article here talking about a few gold ETFs that you could invest in, which GLD and, well, GLD and GLDM is like the same company, just one is like a micro version. Also, like you could get in for like smaller amounts. And IA. So which spot gold ETF is the best pick? So if you was here last week, you know, I gave some good information about understanding the market. I provided some books that I read about technical analysis and about understanding the charts, and I provided some platforms I follow that give you news about financial markets and a lot of different things. So For a little added knowledge, you could always go and check back that video. I can leave like a little clickable link to it after. But yeah, this year I don't look at all the time. This is something I just trade. Well, I have traded. I ain't traded in a while. Been looking at it lately because, matter of fact, last week she was going crazy because gold has been going crazy high, crazy, hitting all-time highs left, right, and center. Good. And I was talking to one of my friends, me and he to trade, and he just trade other things, but I was telling him about like gold, like buyer, you know, I trade gold already and I've been looking at it because it's been going up and thing. Boom, bam. While we on the phone, he checking like, yeah, why he looking at it there on the chart and he thinking I'm putting a trade on itself. Later that night, checking by, yeah, money in the bank. I checking, yeah, bro, because as gold. For me, anybody know me, I talk about it on this podcast already. I usually just trade Bitcoin, which for me is crypto gold and gold. I have other things that is trade, yes, but those is like the stragglers in between. It's my two faves. It's gold and crypto gold. Straight up. Straight up. Some people checking by. Bitcoin too volatile. Me, I believe that smooth seas never made a good sailor. Give me the rough waters. Me afraid of it. Straight. Anyways, so yeah, let's talk about the gold prices, XAU versus USD, like how we talked about just now in the history. This is that's where this come from. So the fix gold versus dollar. Yeah, she's flying. She's still going. I don't understand what she's doing, but well, I understand. Let me say like that. Like I'll say like this. And sorry, quick tangent. Like I just said, smooth seas. Me trading this year, especially early in the year when Trump was on the tariff business and thing, like when he come up with Liberation Day and thing. I ain't gonna lie, I learn a lot. That teach me a lot. I observe because I was trading gold that gold and the market is like inversely proportional. So when S&P 500 and thing going down, gold going up. When gold going down, S&P 500 going up. You know, because simply put, as somebody who understands the ebbs and flows of the market, it's understandable. It's like some news or something happened that these people checking buy, buy. The market ain't safe for my money right now. Gold, store of value. Like this thing just said, the people checking buy, gold is security. Gold is safety for your money. They checking like buy, look, Chongo, not too crazy. Gold. Let me put my money in gold, leave it sit there till they figure things out. And you see it. Around that time, they tell you, yeah, how much it was? 33 trillion leave the market. People checking buy now, but you going on too crazy. Put my money in gold, so I know at least, okay, I got something in the market. And then when things settle back out, then I'll get back to you, you know? So, yeah. So it go. This is it's understandable because right now, if you know the markets too, you don't know, usually in September, the markets to be bloody. Red. Check. So probably if I pull up the heat map right now, she gonna be red. You check. So since I talk about it, let me do it. You know. Heat map. Yo, she green, man. She green, man. I gotta show you. She actually a lot greener than I expected. She a lot greener than I expected. What? Dark greens, got some dark greens, a good bit of green in between, you know. But anyways, yeah, gold doing a thing and it going crazy. But anyways, we can get to that. Tangent over. I digressed. So yeah, gold prices, XAUUSD has risen 12.7% so far in 2024. Keep in mind, this was written June 19, 2024. Good. It has gained popularity as an investment option owing to persistent macro turmoil. But I ain't gonna really get into all this. The point we here really on is these ETFs, which is GLD, GLDM, and IAU, which GLD is SPDR Gold Shares, GLDM, SPDR Gold Mini Shares Trust, and then IAU is iShares Gold Trust. And you got the prices, like in this article, have the price where it was at. I actually was checking out GLD yesterday before. I want to tell you where it is now while I am talking about it. So bear with me. I know we're doing a lot, we're doing things, but we're doing good things. Don't worry. Yes, GLD right now is $334, which in this article they had it at 214 and change. Well, yeah, I'll just leave it as that. Just to give you an example of how these things going up. So SPDR Gold Shares, GLD, on the global market as a ticker, is an ETF. Is the world's largest physically gold-backed ETF with an AUM, asset under management, of 61.31 billion. The higher AUM also implies a higher price per unit of the fund, making the purchase of the GLD units a bit expensive. Yes, like I say, at the time it was 200 something. Right now it's 330. I'd say 334. Yeah. And yeah, so that's why now they have the GLD and the GLDM, which is the GLDM is like a mini version. So all this good data they have, they give you like a nice flow chart of it and everything. But yeah, to continue, the SPDR Gold Mini Shares Trust, GLDM, boasts the lowest expense ratio of 0.10 for a gold ETF in the industry. That's a good thing. Let me just say. GLDM has a AUM of 7.38 billion, notably lower than the GLD ETF. The lower AUM also translates into a lower price, making it easier for investors to have long-term exposure to gold at a relatively cheaper ownership cost. So understand, at the time, it was 214 for the GLD and then 46 for the GLDM. Right now, the GLD is 334 and the mini GLDM is $72.07. So just to give you an understanding, what basically they're saying is it's both the same company, but they give you like an option for people who might not have as much capital but still want to get into it. You know, people that interested but checking, okay, they ain't really got it so much, so they give you another option. So think on like Berkshire too. Berkshire A shares is like couple 100,000, but then B is significantly cheaper. So It's like, okay, if you really want to get into Berkshire B, or well, the Berkshire company, but you don't have the investment capital, you could still get in on that side. You know, the shares are a little different, but still, you know, opportunity at your fingertips. Anyways, moving on, the iShares. iShares Gold Trust aims to reflect the price of gold bullion by tracking the LBMA gold price PM index. So just saying, anybody who love a gold and interested in trading gold, that's a good index to follow. LBMA gold price PM index. Good. Launched in January 2005. IAU has a AUM, so annual under market, under management. Yeah, I agree. Under management of 28.4 billion, and then so obviously these numbers has changed since then, but just to give you some idea, and so you could understand the differences. The GLD has an expense ratio of 0.4 and an AUM of 61.3 billion. GLDM, the smaller one, expense ratio of 0.1, so significantly lower, which the AUM is also significantly lower at 7.3 billion. And then the iShares IAU expense ratio is 0.25 and their AUM is 28 billion. So this saying is, if you're somebody that you want to invest in gold, but maybe you, like my uncle who was in the dividends episode, you're more conservative, you're not a trader, you don't want to get into all of that hype and all of that run around, and nah, you just, maybe you're making some money, you want to invest and you want a safe place to put your money that you know you could see returns. This is an option. This here's an option for you, you know. So as I say, do your due diligence, read up on it, check it out, see what's going on, and yeah, jump in it. Actually, like I got my by David there, I actually had saved on my interactive brokers because like it's in my watch list, because I've been looking at a couple new ETFs. My uncle actually shared a few that I did not have on my watch list with me, so I put those on my watch list. But additionally, like I say, these three are also on my watch list because I love a gold, straight up. Anyways, getting into things more deeper. So yeah, like I say, maybe you checking, like you want to get into like the actual gold ETFs, you know, so the ETFs that backed by physical gold. Maybe you checking, you know what, you interested in gold mining and you want to see what's the best gold mining stock or ETF for you to get into. This Yahoo Finance article has some good information about that, which anybody who was on the live last week would know that I actually spoke about Kinross Gold Corporation last week, KGC, because like I say, gold is something I just trade, something I've been looking into, and I did look into these people. There's like one of the biggest gold mining companies in, I think, the US, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, that's my bad, but it's supposed to be because it's on the New York Stock Exchange. Anyways, Kinross Gold Corporation, KGC, and ticker KGC on the market, is also a good company to look into, you know. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah, I had pulled it up last week and actually, when I had pulled up my TradingView and I had went through the list of like things that I, had already searched up, or, my watch list or my search history, it was there, so I did talk about it a little bit. But I even went on the website, I check out some of the like investor information, so for those who don't know, if you like a company, most times you could go on their website, they have like an investors category or tab page that would have like all their financial reports, their earning reports, all of these things, so if you is somebody that like those finances and into diving deeper into those real financial reports and information, that's a good way for you to find those things for any company you want. Any company, Boeing, Kinross, Kirkland. I show you could go on any of these companies I talk about website, even the ETFs, because like the ETF side of follow, I could and have gone on the website, check out the investor section, and see, just to get an idea of what he's saying, get an idea of what a company really talking about. It's honestly not rocket science. It's like somebody come to you, they telling you like, yeah, well, I got this business opportunity. You ain't ask them a lot of questions. You and try to find out what is business really about, what it going to do, how you going to get your money back, so that you feel safe, you feel secure about where you put in your money. And it's the same concept. You gotta go check out whether it's news outlets, whether it's you go on YouTube, whether you go on their website to see what's going on with what they're doing, how they're doing it, to see how they're growing, what their plans are, all these things. You gotta do your due diligence, bottom line. But anyways, Kinross Gold Corporation, that's one I personally could speak well of. Even though they probably surged as well. Wow, she ain't bad. $22.59 a share. That's something good. Like she up. She up. She up. She was $15 like a month ago, July 30th. Now she's 22. Anyways, Kinross Gold Corporation. But yeah, this article from Yahoo Finance, which last week I talked about Yahoo Finance. That's a great platform if you just getting into investing, if you want to gain information about the stocks, about the news, about what's going on a whole. Yahoo Finance is great. Schwab Network. Yeah. On YouTube as well, they have lives. I talked about all this last week. Check out the episode. Don't know. And yeah, so they talk about Kinross, Kirkland Lake Gold Ltd, ticker KL, Alamos Gold Inc., ticker AGI. So you have a good bit. It's say 15 best gold mining stocks to invest in. I actually have it open. I know why I click it, but anyways, double time. So it's a good article, but it's a lot, a lot to go through. So I ain't gonna really go through it, and I don't really have like a nice list. Oh, should I pass? Story continues. So yeah, they give you like information about the sector, all these things. Then they get to the list. So they start from the last, the worst to the best. So if this is something you're interested in, if you feel you want to invest in gold mining stocks, check out this article. Moving on, gold futures. Yeah. Gold futures. What are gold futures? Representing 100 troy ounces of gold, CME Group Gold Futures contract is one of the most widely traded metals contracts in the world. Gold futures can allow investors and traders to participate in an alternative to the traditional means of investing in gold. Gold futures can be used as a way to hedge against inflation, as gold prices have historically responded quickly to political and economic events. In recent years, CME Group has introduced the mini gold futures contract and micro gold futures contract. The micro gold futures contract is 1/10 of the size of the standard gold futures contract. So this here just basically give you an explanation of what it just talked about, the symbols, the breakdown of the ticker size and the troy ounce amounts, the trading hours. And just saying, this is Schwab. This here is from, this page is from the Schwab website, and it basically gives you explanation on if you want to trade these futures, which is COMEX or GC. And it gives you the trading hours and all that good stuff. But yeah, for most people that would be on here, they don't have Schwab, maybe wouldn't have access to it. So just know, gold futures is also an option. Usually you'll see it on the CME. So if I, let me say, pull up my trading view now, I'll do that later. You want to see gold mini futures, gold, good stuff. Anyways, moving on. Physical, JM Bullion. This is not the only place you could buy gold, but you could buy gold here. You got the prices, it's telling you the exact prices of all the different materials, metals that they sell. So gold, silver, platinum, palladium, and then move on. It have different products they offering. So the different gold bars or the silver bars, the coins. So for those who don't know, I actually have a Lady Liberty coin in my pendant, like, yeah, with the light, you don't really gonna get to see good, but like they have like anyways, it deal. But yeah, all of that is like this. That's like a lady. I should be able to find that. So what are you saying? Not so late, 2024. This one actually is 1994. No. Can't get it. But yeah, something like this, just older, I have here in my pendant. Yeah. But anyways, point at hand, if you is somebody that decide you want to buy gold, you want physical gold bars. I personally do aspire to have some physical gold, whether it's like the bullion, the bars, or whether it's the coins. Usually people that have those things, they have it like in a safety deposit box or in a safe. They don't just have that lying around the house just so, but good things come to those who wait. You see, they tell you free shipping on anything over $199, $9, well, $10 shipping under, you see, $200. Bunch of customer reviews, over 12 billion sold. So just know they don't sell $12 billion worth of gold. And yeah, you could go through, see what you like the most. Got the prices and the sizes. So you see it telling you 1 ounce. These here is 1 ounce bars. These is 1 ounce bars. Popular US pre-1933 gold coins. That's old. Maybe I might, well, no, that's pre-33. So, but these is nice collectible things that people just like to have as like collectible items. Also silver, Buffalo silverhead, Buffalo Bill. Talk about Buffalo Bill today. Then yeah, so basically a website that you could buy gold. They have a lot of different things. They got sales and all and things. But for any of my people that in the US, or if you have family in the US and they don't go Costco, just know you could buy gold at Costco. Literally, you could buy 1 ounce gold bars at Costco. Actually, I didn't know about this till listening to Wall Street Trapper. Wall Street Looks Like Us Now network on YouTube. Because I had known about the JM Bullion and those websites, because they have at least 2 or 3 I went through already and researched, see about what they are offering prices and those things. But it's only like maybe earlier in the year or in the last year I find out that Costco actually does sell gold bars, real legitimate gold, not gold plated, not, like usually you'll go in like Walmart and these places and you see like the jewelry and like the little jewelry section, but it's fake. Well, Costco got a real thing. Costco got that for you, but as you could see, it say members only item. If you want to see the prices and thing, you gotta be a member, you gotta sign in if you want to see the prices. But you could stay right from the comfort of your home and get it delivered, arriving in 3 to 5 days if you're in the US, But we got freight forward, so we could get it today, I am man, just know. I am man, I don't leave nothing stop me, I don't leave nothing need to me. If I mean this gotta reach to me here and say Martin, it gotta reach. Check. But anyways, moving on, and I come into the meat of the matter. Well, I'll pull up the chart and show you the way things really going and things. But what I want to play just a little snippet of this video, which like I just talked about, Wall Street Looks Like Us Now network. I just watched this guy's podcast, Wall Street Trapper. So like how are you watching me? I just watched this. This and the next little one here on the side, Myron Golden. Probably my top 2 channels right now. Myron Golden, Wall Street Trapper, Wall Street Looks Like Us Now. Straight. Education, inspiration, motivation, good stuff. Anyways, I can play this snippet here talking about gold prices and where it come from, so in the past and where it is now. And then I can show some little articles about gold prices now. So yeah. Firstly, let me say I agree with him on that. I've been telling people that. Personally, I've been on that mission. Get yourself some gold. Gold is a good thing. First currency. Unchangeable. Yeah, just great. So 2023 to 2025, gold has nearly doubled, rising from 1,930 in early 2023 to $3,447.99 as of August 2025. So remember, you see what it said there? August 2025, which was last month, it was at 3,447. Let me say 48. Good. I'm going to come back to this video now and I'm going to continue, but I just want to show you where it's at now. 3,635. No. Gone up by $200 basically. Understand that? From 3,447 to 3,636. It just went down to 35. Good. Understand what I'm telling you. Yo, I need a song. I gotta get sound effects because after that talk there, I need some sound effects. You see? My boy, all of us senior tell you, do you think if you are the 4 horsemen, you can do that? Well, some people might not understand that. I may go over some people's head, but yeah, for sure, you gotta have your head on. You gotta know what you're doing. You gotta be this guy, investor, entrepreneur, hustler. If you want to be on this type of mentality, you check, you can't be this person that just following the trend, following status quo, following the norm. Nah, this here is an orthodox, thinking outside the box, ways to elevate yourself and escape the rat race type of thinking over here. Yeah, just in case you don't know. So anyways, just wanted you to see right now today. So I come into the TradingView chart now, but I just, because I read that for you, I just want you to understand last month, August 2025, it was at 3,447. Right now is 3,636. So if you had put money into gold last month, you'd have done make money on top of your money. Understand? Just so you could sink and soak. Good. Going back to the video. Good. But I just want you to understand that gold price surge. So from 2023, so 2 years ago to now, and that ain't a normal thing. Normally, it take a little longer for these things to grow and go on. So, but from 2023 to 2025, it doubled from 1,930 to 3,400 and something. Now it passed that. Good. Understand where you're going. Continue the video now. Yeah, much of talking here. Bloody September. Commodities. I know how you feel. Anyways, yeah, get back to the point. Yeah, no, sure. Good. I just wanted to play that. I wanted I together so you could understand. Like I say earlier, I myself see it for myself, observing the ebbs and flow of the market. When the market don't go up, That's why gold up right now. You check, yeah, I pull up the heat map just now and things was kind of green. Yeah, great. Last week, when I was here on All Over It podcast talking about stocks, I pull up that heat map and she was red. She had some green, but she was red. They ain't had no green. Maybe one or two little boxes in between. But yeah, like I say, I see it in April for liberation. I see it. I remember it like it's yesterday. Matter of fact, I talk about this too on one of the episodes. I had a day, I was in 2 trades. I put in 2 trades because things had kind of settled down after the tariff talk. You know, they was kind of like getting back to a kind of norm in the market. So a day I wake up, I think it was a Tuesday self because I think it was a day after, you know, doing this or, you know, type vibe. And I get up, I do my analysis, I check my charts, I check it. What? Can hear it good? My 2 babies hit me a slap and a clout. Yeah. Bitcoin on one hand, gold on the next. Because I checking like, first Bitcoin used to be moving by itself. But now because like it getting so popular and it's becoming more recognized by like US government and it becoming part of like the financial system, they recognizing it and making it, you know, more prominent. Bitcoin now moving with the market. It's like how I say, gold is inversely proportional to the market. Bitcoin is proportional. It moves with the market. So market go up, Bitcoin going up. When things good in the market, Bitcoin good. Bitcoin rising. New news come out for Bitcoin. Bitcoin hit an all-time high in your head, you know. But once the market's down, Bitcoin down or flatline. I notice it. I see it. I live it. At like anybody who was here last week, you see my Bitcoin chart. So much trend lines. You swear it's a dance. I got. Yeah, I still gotta clean up that trend lines. That's not a point. But yeah, anyway, like how this man talk about this. They had a day get closed. I put in 2 trades because I checking okay, the market look like it stabilized. And I listening to my news. Now keep in mind, I hear behind the laptop Game Schwab Network live playing. So I listening to what going on in the market today. I watching the charts. I seen what going on. I checking man, things looking good. I remember it good. Bitcoin was going up and gold was going down. Good. Just so happened, like 15 minutes after I put in my trade, some fake news, keep in mind, because afterwards it was found out to be fake news, but some fake news come out about the tariffs and just send the whole market topsy-turvy. Everything that was going up went down, everything that was going down went up. So, like I say, I in Bitcoin going up. She said, what's that? Like literally is like she going up and then just pop, like you got your stop loss hit for sure. My stop losses get hit. I think the gold one didn't get hit. I think it didn't reach all the way down to it, but then afterwards it hit it. Check and hit a revenge trade, checking buy now, buy after that I gotta try to get back something, but then I get knocked again and I check in no buy. Let me leave that alone because obviously today ain't one of them days, you know. So it happened. You know, see, even to the best of us. Look, why should Trapper tell it to you? You get cloud slapped back across your head and thing too. It happened to us, but what? I could tell you for a fact, like he said, when things shaky in the market, gold will run up. gold has run up, and that's why right now gold has been hitting all-time highs. See this article from CBS News 6 hours ago, says gold prices surge past 3,600 per ounce. Is it too late to buy in now? I ain't even gonna open the article, but just so you could get an understanding of right now what going on with gold. They say like last week, they say no late news. No, this is current. I telling you this while it happening. I just show you gold. Yeah, gold is moving on up like the Jeffersons. Yeah, straight up. You know, so like I say, gold past 3,600. The article just now, sorry, this snippet tell you a month ago it was 3,400 and change. I remember around Liberation Day was maybe 3,200, 3,300, something like that. Yes, because they had hit the 3,300 all-time high at that time, like around April, May, you know, coming down after Liberation Day time. And look at it be now. Like, honest to you, I vex I don't have like a 3 grand. I'd just put that and that. Just like buy one spot gold. I'd like invest in the market and then buy the actual physical bullion too. I want gold bar, but gold bar right now is like $1 million change. Let me see. Tell us right now. Price of a gold bar. Not that. I mean the bullion. I mean like the real bar. The big buy bar. Yeah, you don't give me what I want. I want a price like this. Like the brick. Sorry. I put bar. Brick. I put bar. I gotta put brick. What going on, TM Jonathan? Bless up yourself one time. Appreciate the support. See? But as of October 2024, so that means it gone up more again. A typical gold brick, known as a good delivery bar, is valued at around 1 million based on the gold price. Based on a gold price of 2,658. This is so old, it ain't even funny. I can't go based off of that talk because, like this is 2,658. Right now, gold is 3,600. And look, just now, while we was talking, it was down here now. It was 3,036 now, 36, 37. It is going up as we speak. Good. It gone up by $3 while we here. And understand at this hour the market's supposed to be closed. It's your $4 and change right there on a cool. Anyways, go back to where I was. So, like I say, this is inaccurate, but just so you could get an idea, right now it's gonna be over $1 million for sure. Current price of check current. Because I can't believe they just tell me that for me. But that should be like, okay, let me see. This may give me 1.8. No. Use information. That's good. Information is good, but I know I want right now. Anyways, so yeah, the best reference we have right now is this. But yeah, remember that's like $1,000 less than what it is now. So this may be double. Maybe at least add a 3/4. So like almost 2 mil, like $1 million 3/4. That's my average. But this year is crazy. I should have a trading all, no. Anyways, anyway, Batman, please. TradingView, look first, then leap. Pick up my TM brethren one time. Jonathan in place, you don't know. Thanks for joining, my brother. I appreciate you for joining. For real. I take your time. Spend it with I and I. Good. So you see, it opened on Bitcoin. That was the last thing I was on. But as you can see, gold. Like I was talking about the Kinross gold. Gone low, but I open a lot of things since. For the sake of no, I just be doing my research. I don't play that. Good. So yeah, just so you could get an idea of what's going on. We can go out far. Month thing. Don't worry. I don't make sure thing over nobody's head. Don't worry. So understand me good. As you could see, I have a vertical line here from Monday, December 2nd. Good. Jesus. Going crazy. Oi. Yo, this chart is crazy. Anyway, so yeah, you can see I have my nice horizontal lines, vertical lines. I got a couple trend lines in between here, but because we are on a big time frame, everything looking kind of chunk up. But yeah, I want to point out this line here, just so you could get an understanding. You know what this line mean? This line mean that on this date, I was putting a trade in. I ain't gonna lie, these trend lines could mean that too. I ain't gonna lie, it mean that, but maybe not all of them, because I probably ain't trade on all of them. But yeah, just so you could understand. Since December 2024, I've been on it. And really before, just so you could understand. But so, anyways, like the article we just here say. So understand why these charts to be how it is. Last week, I touch on all of this. I explain how to understand it. So if you won't understand what I do in here, I recommend to check that out. When I reach to the last section example, I pull up the charts, I break down the time frames, I explain the differences, how the month is like each candle represents one full month, the week is one full week, each candle, minute, 5 minutes, 15 minutes, all these good stuff. So check that out. You missed that. But anyways, just so you can understand what's going on here, gold is an old thing, gone from since when. So that's why this chart go way back. We ain't going too far back. So you can see it had that kind of 97, 90 this kind of thing. And now 2009. But the point I want to get at here now is, so we could see how it went up, it went down, kind of thing. The different years, 2018, 2019, good. So we come up, this is 2021 here. But like it was said, stop your nonsense. Good. Like I said in the snippet of the video I just showed, in 2023, it was around 19 something. So 1,970 they say. So this chart showing you that that's, you know, accurate, you know, because that article probably come out when it hit a high. So around this time, September, October, so it did, you know, it had come down to like 1,008 something, and then it started to rise up. Honestly, it's been on a rise since then. I want to say maybe even before, because you could kind of consider this as part of the trend to like a slow start, and then she just run up. Yeah. But anyways, so like the article say 2023, she was about here, like 1,900 and something. And as you can see, she run up all this time. This is like going into, this is the beginning of April in 2024. She was 2,000 something. So just to show you how she been going on, you know, she hit and runs. A little pullback here. She hit another run. This was January. Yeah, January 1st. So in December, she hit a little pullback. And now, then January hit, she hit another run up. She beat she previous high at 2,800 and something. And she just keep going. Look at all these green candles. Jesus Christ. Just watching this here is exciting. Real talk. Others might not understand, but seeing how strong this trend be. Got me checking buy, should I get in when it was right here on these two red dojis? But I know what that be. That's like when things had settled down in the market, when Trump, you know, wasn't going on too crazy, when the S&P hit all-time highs and thing. Because like maybe a week or two before gold started to run, S&P 500 hit an all-time high maybe twice. And then what? Heavy pullback. Good. And usually, like they say, minor setback for major comeback, that's gold buy. That's most of these things. You check, they hit a little pullback and it just like just gone. Yo, this is crazy, you know. This is crazy. I can't believe this. Anyway, so like you could see how gold move overall. You could see like she just been on a heavy run up. And if we move down, you could get a better understanding. I know I got a lot of lines on this. Maybe I should just remove all of it. Not too hard. Yo, what are you trying to do? So even here, any of my traders would get a understanding based off of these two, because it's like, okay, she hit a run up, she doji, so meaning like she flat line. So indecision, you know, whether I want to go up, go down. So she stick here, had some long wicks though. That's a long wick there. And yeah, she just like consolidate here for a while, push up a little bit, push back down, and then she gained some momentum. Actually, this here is the momentum now. Call this a 3 green soldiers. When I close next week, then you know what's going on. She might get a little pullback, but she running by. I know what got her going on. So let me see what coming up. Consumer sentiment coming up on the 12th. On the 11th, got inflation rates. Yeah, PPI, non-farm payroll. I never really see that one. That's tomorrow. Anyways, yeah, so any of my traders don't know, Once you see this is a good sign. When you see 3, especially like if they lining up on top of each other, so these still kind of crossing, but you could see like it kind of still lining up above each other, you know. So it's like with this one and this one take over, and the same for this one. So right now she get away straight up. Like I any of my traders, if you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. Anybody there in the chat that is trade and watching this, if you checking like buy Ali, she gone. She get away. Tell me what you're thinking. Like I tell you, my panel the other day checking, you make some buck off of this. Except for checking buy, I should be home to put in that trade with you too. But so we go. I don't cry over spilled milk at all. And they'll go back out. I don't cry over spilled milk at all. I'll just figure out the next move because well, we can't go back in time, but we can choose our destiny in the future. Check. So that being said, I don't close it off on this point here, but I don't know ladies gonna check in. I got a comment chat, some goal again. Basically, as you can see how it was. Matter of fact, let me go back down to another lower one again, just so you could get an understanding of what I'm saying. So like you could see, around this time, December time, I was trading her, and you know, all April, this trend line is from here, April, May, around them times. Good. So as you could see, I had this as like a floor, so we'll call like a support, you know. So like really now we had to put a box like this, but you know, just as a quick thing, you know, I was doing a quick analysis, so I just put a line. And as you can see, she went up past, like we talked about this doji here just now. She went up way past and come back down. She get pulled back down to the line, and then she touched the line, but she still closed above it. And she checking, yeah, okay. This here, well, nah, I wouldn't call it an engulfing. It's not engulfing, but that nice big green candle to follow this pull down. So, like I just say, watching these is like a battle between two soldiers, green soldier and red soldier. You know, like it's a fight. Them fighting, they checking like, by nah, I can push it up. Nah, I can push it down. You gonna beat me. And then when they tired, then they just stop out. You know, like nobody don't go up, nobody don't go down. They just get a doji indecision. You know, they tired, so they just take a break. You know, like when you're boxing and the two boxers tired and they start hugging on each other, they're checking like, oh, that's how I to watch that. And then yeah, next one come in green. Okay, yeah, the next one come red, but she done the green man, them done checking, yeah, I got a strength over you. So even though red man put up a fight, eventually green man checking like, okay, I got the momentum now to run it up and you can't stop me. And that's what we see here right now. Of course, eventually you're gonna reach a point where red man gonna be checking, no man, you're doing too much now. I gotta clip your wings. I gotta pull you back down because you're getting away. You're going too bad on me. You check, so then you see some red. You get pulled back. You have to. Red man can't just see you go crazy. Green man, or you gonna do that? Check. So it's a battle. It's a battle. Like I always say, it's like an ebb and flow. It's like anybody who like watching the ocean, you're gonna like charts because it's like watching how it is just the tide will go out, come in, the waves will go out, come in. I love it. You see? I open this chart. Look how excited I get. Yo, gold doing things, buddy. Yeah. straight up. I like this now. I gotta check that out. Anyways, I gonna need that like that self. Need that like that self. I need that like that self. So anybody who like what I talk about there, let me know in the chat. If they had anything you wanted me to talk about, or anything you had think about that you wanted me to mention that I mentioned, let me know in the chat. That's the only way I don't know. I can't read your mind from through the computer. Check. Yeah. But yeah. Talk about gold. You know, just know, like I say, it is a commodity. It's not the only commodity. You know, silver is also one. Platinum, palladium, they got a good bit. Cobalt, copper, good bit of things that we as humans just pull out of the earth and use for our own gain. But so it go. God knows all. He knows what we was going to do before we even do it. So me, I trust in that. Check. Anyways, yeah, today we talk about gold. I give you a nice broad view of what are commodities, and I went down on what is gold, what it really is. Like some people might hear about it, they might see people wearing it, but they really know what it really be. Not what it be, not what it be. Yeah. And yeah, then I get into ways about trading it. So like you see, I just had the chart open. I had the oh yeah, I was going to show the GLD. GLD. See, everything up. You know, see, it's like higher lad. Like a spitting image. No man. That's crazy. Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. So, okay, good. I just want you to see, take a snapshot. Remember what it looked like here now. Remember what this looked like, and then switch quick. Okay. Okay. You can't tell me they're in the same chart. Like in the same chart, but you know, they following the same pattern, same. I need to show you. I don't. With all this good stuff. All this good stuff I done with. You know? Yeah, nice little visual from my computer with its dynamic backgrounds. But yeah. Gold by Gold man. That one there made me laugh. I like to see that one. That remind me of Bitcoin and Solana. I remember when I was trading Bitcoin too. Like every time I go on Solana, it's like, oh yo, little sis, man, like foot in foot together. Like, you know, like you ever see like a big sister and a little sister walking and both of them stepping same foot. Okay, good. You just see it. But yeah, though. Yeah, I gotta wrap up. Come down to a close. Checking all these previous episodes. I went overtime. Not today. Good topic today, but I say, you know, I gotta keep it within, you know. But yeah, for anybody who like the content but will be checking let us be too long, my recommendation to you is listening to it back in 1.25 or 1.5 speed. That's what I do most time. Most of the things I listen to, especially like how I show you the Wall Street Trapper and Myron Golden. Most times I listen to that in 1.25 speed because my run golden videos shorter now, like less than an hour, 30 minutes, 27 minutes. Not so bad. But like Travel Tuesdays now does be like 2 hours and change. Actually, some people might say mine long, but I see they do like 3 hours, 4 hours a time. What? I don't think I could do that. Like sit down here and talk for 4 hours. It's crazy. Anyways, so yeah, like I say, today we talk all about gold, a little bit about silver, but you know, gold is a leader. We just deal with the market leaders. Check. Yeah. We don't look for the generic. We look for the proper thing. Yeah. Cause then you know your money secure. Like crypto too. Like I tell you, I look for Bitcoin because what? They got all kind of things coming out, meme coin and all kind of other crypto that coming out. And yeah, some of them will be good. I ain't saying to not research and see what would be good, but me, I know for sure when it comes to crypto, security, Bitcoin, straight, gold, crypto gold, real gold, straight up, straight up. Yeah, so yeah, like I say, today, commodities, what is gold, different ways to invest in gold, whether you want to invest in actual physical real gold bars. I actually ain't talk about jewelry, but I guess I ain't really got to get jewelry anywhere. But I recommend you to get real gold, solid gold, not hollow. Most of these things they'll be selling is hollow nowadays. But yeah, if you ain't in St. Martin and you want good gold prices, come St. Martin. Telling you, St. Martin got good gold for you. We're going to call a name there, but then we're going to say, nah, boy, these people really got to start paying me for marketing, you know. I marketing too much businesses here. But I got to say, boy, it's a very, yeah, do the thing. That's, we have to be honest, the most popular jewelry store on St. Martin right now. I got even my friends them in VI and thing messaging me, asking me about Zaveri. I check in, but yo, you got gold over there. I know back in the days, most people from here sometimes used to go St. Thomas and thing go get gold. Like I many people from open them sides asking me about gold. So that says something to me, you know. But yeah, gold. I bought it. I love it. I love jewelry, but not just that. Gold coins, bullions, investing in it on the markets. Yeah, about that. I am about that. I don't know if you bought it. If you bought it, let me know. Let me know. Leave a comment. Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you. If you like what I talk about today, if this is something that resonates with you, let me know. If you're somebody that deal with gold and that's good, you should be somebody I talking to because then we could always collaborate. I am all for collaboration. One hand wash another always. One hand can't wash your hand like this. Can't wash your hand like that. Check. So, anyways, to me today was another good one. I think to you too. God bless. It was a positive day today. Like I say, I had a good day meeting with the children. You know, the devil was busy at first, but we just overcome. We just conquer adversity. Always. Conquering lion spirit. And yeah, just know. Another good episode talking about gold. And just know more good episodes to come. So today was All Over It podcast, episode 19. And yeah, next week is 20. Actually coming down to the end of the series. So yeah. Good things. You know, yeah, yo, wait, by next week I got soundboard. Straight. I need some sound effects. I gotta make some noise. But anyways, nah, for real though, love alone. I gotta tell I always thanks. Thanks, much appreciated for coming on, taking the time out to be in here and listen and share your opinion, share your views, and share your feedback on what I share with you. As I always say, if you like what I talk in, if you like this content, tell a friend to tell a friend. All over it podcast. Yeah. Share it, like it, share it, comment, all of that good YouTube stuff and all of that good social media and podcast stuff. Yeah. All of that good stuff. Do it all over it. Yeah. So what did I say? Like, share, subscribe, comment. Man, do it all. We uncovering it all here. Straight up. Whatever you want to know, we on top of it. Yes, we're in the financial literacy series now, but as you know, we're coming more than just that. You know, we talk about all kind of things, infrastructure. We talk about Bonia. We talk about telecommunication, Starlink, phone, all kind of things we talk about. Yeah, man. Talk about setting and achieving goals, smart goals. Just know something for everybody, anybody. Good stuff. You know, so like I say, thanks again. Do all that good YouTube, social media stuff. You know, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Trying to reach 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. That's the goal currently. And yeah, shout out. Big up on yourself 1 time, 2 time. Tomorrow I got my business pitch. So I pray for me, wish me luck. I don't feel good. I feel confident about it, but you know, prayers going up to the good Lord is always manifesting, you know, is always better. Check it down now. Big up my boy David too. He got his tomorrow too. Even though he didn't do his last week, cut style on we. But yeah. Pray for us. Pray for the whole class. Wish blessings and prosperity to each of us who got a pitch tomorrow. We come a long way. You know, maybe if anything, I'll do a podcast episode about this class I had. I gotta lie, it was really nice. You know, really nice meeting new people, networking, you know, building on foundations that we already have established, and you know, just all around good stuff. I don't know. I feel like every class has been positive. I don't, you know, it had little negatives. I gotta be honest. But yeah, the class has been good. Every class been good. I really glad I joined, even though some of the things I know, some of the things I talk about here, some of the things I talk about in the info session for the class, which I got next one coming up, September 18th. It's the next info session that I am presenting for. But yeah, we're doing things. We are on the forefront. Yeah, cutting edge. We cutting off the edge of things, man. What more can I say? What more can I say? I just on a mission of elevation, and I trying to elevate my people, the people around me, my family, my friends as well. So if you want better for yourself, if you want personal growth, financial growth, just life growth. Check out this podcast. Tell a friend to tell a friend. But yeah, you bygone, love alone. Like I say, thanks again for joining. And yeah, catch me here next week with another episode, which we come to a close of the financial literacy series. Might hit I with another interview. I don't know yet. But anyways, yeah, I have a blessed one. Have a blessed week ahead. Prosperous, productive, overcoming adversity type of week. And you don't know, love alone, love and blessings. Thanks again. I have a blessed one. Ora.